We have a major New York Yankees update as a Yankees insider has revealed new trade targets for this team as the New York Yankees continue to look for guys to fill team needs, such as a third baseman who can hit from the right-handed spot. While right now the Yankees' two homegrown guys have raised a lot of questions, but also have had some promising moments as well. And we're going to break all of this down. A lot to talk about. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Yankees Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things as always. And if you guys are part of that 70% that's not subscribed to Yankees Digest, this is the place to be for all New York Yankees content. We're making videos nonstop. We're having a bunch of fun on this channel. Great outlet for all your Yankees news that you need. But let's jump into this. We do have a lot to discuss because Brian Cashman, he's known to make trades at the deadline. He's been this way for a while as the New York Yankees general manager. He's been the Yankees general manager as long as I've been alive, and with that has come a lot of deadline trades. And this season, the Yankees, like most seasons, do have some very specific team needs. And where the Yankees stand right now, they have been very good. I mean, they're first in the AL East. They've shown a lot of potential to continue to keep building on this season. Max Fried looks like a Cy Young. Aaron Judge is a minus 350 favorite to win the American League MVP, which would be back-to-back years and 3 times in 4 years, and what would have been 4 times in 4 years had he not gotten injured. On top of that, where everything stands right now for the New York Yankees, what we're seeing is a team that very well does look like they're still a World Series contender, even after losing Gerrit Cole and not having Giancarlo Stanton for a while and losing Juan Soto in free agency. The Yankees have bounced back well. I mean, Ben Rice is the best number 22 in New York right now. He looks like an absolute superstar. On top of that, Paul Goldschmidt's been playing great baseball. The Yankees have had a lot of good players show up for them. I mean, there's just been a lot of success for this team right now, and one of the positions that stays a position of need is that third base slot, which right now is occupied by the Oswalds, in Oswaldo Cabrera mainly, with Oswald Peraza also getting some burn as well. Now, each of them have shown bright spots. I mean, Cabrera's had some great contact hitting this season and has been a solid fielder, has a phenomenal arm, can definitely play in the outfield if you need him to. Meanwhile, Peraza is an excellent base runner and a really good defender as well, who's trying to find his hitting rhythm. So neither guy is perfect, but they've both added something nice to the team, and a lot of questions have been raised onto whether these guys can be guys who you rely on for the playoffs and beyond. So it does become that huge question, and with all that in mind, the New York Yankees will still look to make trades. It's not like they're going to see that and decide, all right, well, we're not even going to look for other options at third base. They definitely are, and where things stand right now, there's been a lot of questions about who they could be going for and who the New York Yankees need on this team and what they could really use on this team. And, well, New York Yankees insider Brendan Cuddy mentioned a few different names for possible guys the Yankees could end up targeting around the trade deadline or even sooner. Now, as Cuddy mentioned, the New York Yankees probably would continue to improve the club on the margins more than anything, particularly looking for a right-handed hitter who can play third base and left field, splitting time with Jason Dominguez and Oswaldo Cabrera. Maybe the Texas Rangers would listen on Ezeiquel Duran, or the Kansas City Royals would consider dealing Nick Lofton. So those are two guys now linked to the New York Yankees, both interesting in their own way. I mean, Duran this season has struggled so far. I mean, the numbers do not jump out. Has not gotten a hits, negative WAR right now. So that's not ideal for the New York Yankees at all right now. And on top of that, you do look elsewhere as well. And you see Nick Lofton, for his career, in 210 at-bats, has a .8 WAR. Now, he hasn't played a bunch, only parts of 2 seasons in the MLB. Has 1 home run in that span and a .229 batting average with an OPS of 602 and an OPS plus of 70. So a below-average hitter, decent fielder. He's in the minors right now on the 40-man roster for the Kansas City Royals. So not exactly the most inspiring guys. Lofton last season hit with a 189 with 28 hits, 1 home run, 14 RBIs, and 15 runs scored in 56 games. Now, he was a rookie last year. It was counted as his rookie season, but his OPS was a 519. So, look, if we're being honest, are these guys interesting? For sure, but are they really guys who we want to see the New York Yankees go after? I certainly don't, if we're being real. I mean, you look at Oswaldo Cabrera right now for the Yankees. He's been the mainstay at third base, and where he stands right now, look, has this been a great season by him? Not necessarily, but it hasn't been a bad season either. I mean, he's got 45 at-bats in that span. He has 13 hits and 1 home run. That's a 289 batting average, where on top of that, what we look at is a 730 OPS, but an above average OPS plus. So he has been a solid hitter, maybe slightly above average, you'll call it. The on-base percentage has climbed, the OPS has climbed, the slugging percentage is usually about the same as his career average, but the batting average has gotten a lot better. So there is a lot of things to like about the way Oswaldo Cabrera has been playing baseball right now, especially considering he's a solid fielder. He does give the Yankees a lot right now, and if you're going to trade for one of these guys, like a Duran or a Nick Lofton, I don't see the point of really moving on from Oswaldo Cabrera, if we're being real. I think Cabrera is getting the job done better than either of those two guys could. So in that case, hold on to your assets, and given I don't think either of those guys would be really expensive, as Cuddy mentioned, it'd be more improving on the margins than anything else, but save your assets. Don't make a move like that. If you're going to make a move, make a bigger splash. Make someone who is very clearly better than Oswaldo Cabrera, so you're not just like, well, we traded for this guy, but he's just on the bench now anyway. Like, I don't think that makes a ton of sense if you ask me, so I don't really want to see the Yankees do a move like that. I like the way Cabrera's been playing baseball. I mean, he's hitting from both sides, and given he's much better as a lefty hitter and has taken some left-handed at-bats against lefty pitchers, but for the most part, he still is a switch hitter, and he's given the Yankees a lot to like about this team and where they could be going in the future, and I don't necessarily really think it'd be a great idea for the Yankees to make a move unless it's for a guy much better than Cabrera, so you could then use Cabrera as a trade asset. That's what makes sense to me, or just use him as a platoon piece. But then, honestly, if you're doing that, you could use Peraza as the other, whether you use him as the trade asset or the platoon piece, depending on what teams like better. Peraza this season, he's batting in 23 at-bats with a 217 batting average, has a 685 OPS and a 94 OPS plus. The hitting has improved a bit, but he's still not really a consistent hitter. His contact bat has not been great. And where Peraza stands right now, he is a great fielder and a great base runner. So it's one of those situations where the Yankees do have something to work with here in regards to Peraza. But it's just a matter of if it'll get there in time and if the Yankees will want to wait on him and see if they want to do this. But in looking at a guy like Lofton, I just don't necessarily get the point of trading for him. He's young. The Royals are probably going to keep him around since he had his rookie season, so he might cost a bit more than what would be worth it, considering he's not a starting level player for the New York Yankees. So I don't really like this move at all. And Duran has struggled a lot this season. Maybe if he picks it up, I could see him getting dangled, or the Yankees trying to make a move for him, considering he fits their team need on paper. But it does come down to this interesting situation for the New York Yankees. And at the end of the day, where things stand right now, at least in regards to these two guys, I'd rather keep the platoon of the Oswalds. I think it just makes more sense for what the Yankees are doing right now. Especially, like, it's not the Yankees are playing badly because their third base is kind of a question mark. And, I mean, at this point, left field, Jason Dominguez has been killing it. So there's no need for that anymore. Now you just need a third baseman if you want to improve the team. It's the obvious position. I mean, Goldsmith's doing great at first base. Anthony Volpe's been solid at shortstop, especially in the field. You look at Jazz Chisholm, who's had a strange season, but is hitting a ton of home runs. Aaron Judge is the best offensive player in baseball. In center field, Cody Bellinger's been up and down, but you're not really just going to call it quits on him because it's still early in the season. On top of that, left field, Jason Dominguez, again, his fielding has been great now. He's really picked it up. The hitting is solid as well. Dominguez is showing everything you want to see. And where the New York Yankees stand right now, it's third base, which is the only question mark of a position. And Brian Cashman, obviously pitching as well, but when it comes to fielding positions, it's third base. So that's where Brian Cashman would have to look. But I'd rather him look towards pitchers because, yeah, you got Max Fried. He looks like he's going to win the Cy Young as of right now, early on into the season. And Carlos Rodon just had a great outing, and Clark Schmidt's back. So it feels like things could be picking up for the Yankees. But at the end of the day, if they're going to make a move, it should be for a starting pitcher, if you ask me. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, and go Yankees.